Coming up on Nightly News, students say social distancing affects their mental health. Find out how and what UCF's counseling and psychological services is doing for them. And the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games have been postponed for the first time in its modern history. Nightly News starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Kyle Partain and today is March 27th, 2020. The United States has now reported more cases of COVID-19 than both Italy and China. As of Friday afternoon, the United States reported 97,028 cases of COVID-19 across all 50 states. New York reported 44,635 confirmed cases, along with 519 deaths. Washington State is another hotspot for COVID-19 cases, with the state reporting 3,207 cases and 150 deaths. California holds the second highest number of cases out of the 50 states with 4,096 cases and reports 84 deaths. Meanwhile, here in Florida, the number of cases is rising dramatically. As of Friday afternoon, Florida reported 2,765 confirmed cases of COVID-19 across 48 of the state's 67 counties. The state reported 34 deaths as of Friday afternoon, and an additional 488 people have been hospitalized. Let's take a quick look at what those numbers mean for everyone in Central Florida. In Orange County, the state reported 67 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the county total to 156 cases. A third death in Orange County was reported late Thursday, making it 3 deaths now in the county. Seminole County reports 49 cases of COVID-19, with 17 new cases confirmed as of Friday afternoon. Osceola County reports 53 cases, 17 of which are newly reported, and Brevard County is still showing fewer cases than the rest of Central Florida, with just 16 confirmed cases of COVID-19.
COVID-19 drive-through testing is now available in the city of Orlando. Currently, there are 2 locations up and running in Orange County and in the Villages. The Orange County Convention Center opened their drive-through testing on Wednesday, March 25th for those 65 and older. It was one of Central Florida's first testing sites. The Villages also has a testing center, which is run by UF Health. This location is for anyone presenting symptoms, but is by appointment only. For more information on both testing centers, visit the website for the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and for the Villages location, visit ufhealthcovid.com. In Orlando, Milan Martinez, UCF Knightly News.
The curfew is a thing of the past, as Orange County residents now have to follow a new rule set by the county. On Tuesday, Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings issued a stay-at-home order for all residents. The new order went into effect Thursday and continues for the next 2 weeks. Demings says he's concerned about the safety and welfare of the residents.
An understatement, to say the least, that the virus is spreading rapidly within our community, and we want to take every measure possible to slow the spread and keep our residents safe.
This sudden change is another example of how county, city, and state governments make an effort to reduce the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. The mayor urged all county residents, including students living here in this all-campus housing, to stay in the comfort of their homes unless they're traveling for groceries and to go to the pharmacy. The county says residents are still able to do their daily routines, such as exercising or caring for a family member, but they must continue to maintain at least 6 feet from each other. UCF student Sam Gordon says the curfew and stay-home order were expected.
To go to the store at 1 in the morning, to get something. We can't anymore, because that's the thing is we have to take precautions and stay inside, so.
Offenders will be fined up to $500 and receive jail time not exceeding 60 days. As of Thursday, Florida has 2,500 positive cases, with over 100 occurring in Orange County. Nightly News will keep you updated on this developing story. Reporting in Orlando, I'm Marcel Dewey, UCF Knightly News.
Although UCF gyms are closed, the Rec and Wellness Center employees are providing remote programs for students on social media. These programs include e-sport tournaments and in-house challenges for intramural sports, workout of the night, live streaming fitness classes on Instagram, and more. Kyra Dickey, Assistant Director for Fitness at the RWC, says the staff did this to reach out to the student body to connect and stay healthy.
We can boost students' immune systems, which keeps them healthy. We can help reduce anxiety and depression that they might be faced with during these uncertain times. and just overall help with and enhance their health.
Kyra does live Instagram yoga on Thursdays at 4 p.m. and all levels are welcome to participate. She said her main goal is to get students moving during these times. For more information, you can check out their Instagram at UCF RWC. Reporting in Miami, Florida, Lexi Vasquez, UCF Knightly News.
The world's largest hotel chain, Marriott International, is furloughing tens of thousands of employees through April. The company's CEO, Arne Sorensen, says Marriott hotels around the world have seen a significant drop in demand because of travel restrictions and social distancing efforts. Delaney Wise is a hospitality and event management double major who was laid off from her front desk position at a smaller chain hotel.
I was hoping that our hotel would just continue cutting hours instead of actually firing the staff. There's understanding to it, I know that there was no way that our hotel could operate profitably, so I know that that was going to be the next step.
The Marriott furloughs affect employees from general managers to housekeepers.
Most furloughed employees won't receive any pay, but Marriott says they're still eligible for health care benefits and unemployment status.
Sorensen says he hopes to bring the workers back onto the company's payroll when possible. Alan File is an associate dean at the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, who isn't surprised by the hotel closures or staff cuts. File is sympathetic toward Rosen students who've been cut from their internships.
We're being as flexible as we can, but what we can't do is physically create jobs. We're dependent upon, you need visitors who need their discretionary spend. And at the moment, they're all in lockdown.
File says he's certain the hotel industry will make a comeback when it's safe to travel again. In Melbourne, Florida, Katie Sivko, UCF Nightly News.
UCF SG sent out a survey regarding commencement for the spring 2020 graduating class. The survey discussed the online commencement and a possible rescheduled commencement ceremony sometime in the future. The survey was designed to advise UCF's administration about what their steps should be for this commencement ceremony. Nightly News reached out to UCF SG Public Relations Coordinator Taya Britton, who responded with the following statement. Our role as student government is to advocate for students in all major university decisions. In line with this responsibility, we went directly to students to gather hard data on their feelings towards alternative graduating ceremonies. The class of 2020 has worked extremely hard, and we want to make sure they are celebrated how they want to be celebrated. Earlier today, Nightly News posted a poll on Instagram to see what you guys think about the current commencement situation. As you can see on your screen, in a poll on whether you like or dislike virtual commencement, 90% of you said you dislike the idea, to just 10% saying yes. Stay tuned to Nightly News on social media in the upcoming weeks to keep sending us your opinions. In Orlando, Kyle Partain, UCF Nightly News.
For the past week, university officials urged students to practice social distancing. However, this affects their mental health.
This is tough. It's a whole different world.
Hospitality senior Ashley Owens suffers from several mental disorders such as obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. She says since UCF has moved to online instruction, she's had some hard times coping with the changes.
It's been a long time since I've had days where I couldn't get out of bed. But in this whole thing that we have going, it's been twice already. And that's tough. It's hard sometimes to even get out of bed to use the bathroom.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention defines social distancing as avoiding large groups and maintaining a 6-foot distance from others. It's one of the many ways the CDC recommends for the public to combat COVID-19. UCF's Counseling and Psychological Services provides various counseling sessions geared towards students' mental health. It adjusted its method of counseling in order to help students while following the social distancing recommendation. Although CAPS isn't seeing students for in-person appointments, they offer the option for students to use phone or video conferencing sessions. Postdoctorate CAPS intern Alyssa Steckler says the best way to cope with social distancing is to stay connected with others.
I think that one of the things that I would stress or find important is we can't underestimate how much feeling connected to other people during this time will be helpful.
Steckler also says CAPS is here for any student who feels the need to reach out and talk to someone. To schedule a televisit with a therapist, students can call CAPS at 407-823-2811. In Orlando, Sierra Ward, UCF Knightly News. And now let's take a look at our weather. Currently, it's 89 degrees. The humidity is at 55%. Winds are going southeast at 5 miles per hour, and there is a 0% chance of rain. Tonight, we're looking at a low of 66 degrees. The humidity will be 42%, and the winds are still going southeast at 5 miles per hour, and there will still be a 0% chance of rain. Now let's look at your 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, the high will be 90 degrees with a low of 65 and 0% chance of rain. Sunday, the high will be 93 degrees, so just a little bit hotter than Saturday, and the low will be 67 with a 0% chance of rain. On Monday, the high will be 92 degrees with a low of 66 degrees and a 0% chance of rain. On Tuesday, the high will be 90 degrees with the same low of 66 degrees, and there will be a 30% chance of rain, so make sure you have an umbrella on you. On Wednesday, the high will be 83 degrees, so a little bit cooler than the previous days. The low will be 57 degrees, and the chance of rain is still 30%. And now, we will have your nightly news sports update.
The International Olympic Committee announced that the games scheduled to be played on July 24th will now take place no later than summer 2021. In a video on the Tokyo 2020 website, IOC President Thomas Bach says postponing the games is important for public health following the recent COVID-19 outbreak. He says in order to safeguard the health of the athletes and everybody involved in the Olympic Games, we have to postpone the Olympics and Paralympics at Tokyo 2020. Postponing the games is an effort to keep not only the athletes safe, but the fans too. However, some UCF students say postponing the Olympics will affect their game plans. Biomedical Sciences sophomore Jacqueline Geary says he's been watching the Olympics for as long as he can remember. Geary says it's been over 4 years since he has last watched the Olympics, and he enjoys these times because it's an opportunity to spend time with family.
We all watch the opening ceremony, but for the most part, it's about 2 weeks where we hang out together and watch the Olympics on the couch. Wow.
While the games have been canceled 3 times in the past, in 1916, 1940, and 1944 due to World War I and II, this is the first time the Olympics have been postponed in its 124-year modern history, and the IOC says they are facing new challenges. In Orlando, Matison Little, UCF Nightly News. And that's our time for today. Thanks for joining us. Remember, you can always keep up with us during the week on our YouTube, UCF Nightly News. And if you have a story idea you want us to know about, send it our way. You can reach us at nightlynewsucf@gmail.com. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.